Nepal is a country that feels like a living postcard, snow-capped peaks, ancient temples, and towns where time moves slower than the rest of the world. Whether you're chasing adventure, looking for peace, or just craving views that leave you speechless, Nepal has it all. Let's begin our countdown of the best places you must visit. Number 10, Kathmandu. Stepping into Kathmandu feels like opening a doorway into another world. The air is filled with incense, the sound of temple bells, and the chatter of shopkeepers selling everything from bright prayer flags to hand-carved masks. At first it's chaotic, but then you start to see the rhythm of it all. Life flowing through narrow alleys, centuries-old temples, tucked between tea stalls, monks quietly making their way through the crowds. The sacred Pashupatinath temple draws pilgrims from far and wide, while the towering Buddhanath stupa leaves you quietly in awe as prayer wheels spin endlessly in the breeze. Then there's Swayambhunath, better known as the Monkey Temple, perched high above the city with a view that stretches forever. And when the day winds down, Tamil comes alive with cozy restaurants, rooftop cafes, and market stalls that make it impossible to leave empty-handed. Kathmandu doesn't just welcome you, it pulls you into its story. Number 9, Pokhara. There's something dreamy about Pokhara that makes travelers linger longer than planned. The city sits gently on the edge of Lake Phewah, where colorful wooden boats drift lazily across the water, and the snow-capped Annapurna range towers above like a silent guardian. The mornings are pure magic here. The mountains catch the first light, turning shades of rose and gold while the lake mirrors every detail. Beyond the views, Pokhara has layers to uncover. Wander into hidden caves like Gupteshwar, feel the spray from Devi's Fall, or stroll through orchid-filled valleys where time seems to slow. Adventure seekers find their thrill paragliding off Nagarkot or setting out on treks toward the Himalayas. Yet even if you never leave the lakeside, Pokhara has a way of wrapping you in calm, from the soft hum of prayer music drifting from nearby temples to evenings spent under lantern-lit terraces. It's the kind of place that seeps into memory. Number 8, Nagarkot. The best mornings are the ones where you wake up early and the air still feels fresh. Nagarkot is that kind of place, a small hill town near Bhaktapur where people come for mountain views that seem endless. On clear days, you can spot 8 Himalayan ranges, and the sunrise is the highlight. Most travelers head out to the view towers or sit with tea while the sky slowly brightens over the peaks. The pace here is easy. You can walk the forest trails, rent a bike, or just relax and enjoy the quiet. At night, the town feels even more peaceful, with cooler air and stars scattered across the sky. It's not crowded or loud, and that's exactly the reason Nagarkot stays on so many travel lists. It's simple, calm, and all about the views. Number 7, Bhaktapur. The first thing you notice here isn't the buildings, but the pace. Bhaktapur moves slower than Kathmandu, and that's what makes it special. This was once a royal city, and it shows in the way temples, palaces, and old brick lanes have been preserved. Durbar Square is the heart, lined with statues and carved windows that seem to have survived time itself. Just around the corner, Nyatpola Temple rises 5 stories tall, while potters still work the clay in open courtyards, shaping bowls and jars the same way their families have done for generations. There's history in the air, but also daily life. Kids chasing each other through alleys, women hanging marigold garlands, shopkeepers arranging wooden masks. Even after the earthquake damage in 2015, Bhaktapur holds onto its character. It isn't just a place to sightsee, it's a city that lets you pause, breathe, and feel like you've stepped into living history. Number 6, Chitwan National Park. Out here, the excitement builds from the moment you leave the main roads and head into the jungle. Chitwan National Park is where Nepal shows a completely different side of itself, one filled with tall grasses, winding rivers, and the raw call of the wild. It's home to rhinos, elephants, crocodiles, and even tigers, though spotting one is pure luck. Jeep safaris bounce you deep into the reserve, with guides pointing out paw prints on dusty trails or colorful birds hidden in the trees. Walks through the forest bring you closer to the sounds, the snap of a branch, the rustle of leaves, reminders that this isn't a zoo, it's the animals' territory. At dawn, mist rises from the water, and the jungle feels untouched, almost ancient. Chitwan isn't just about ticking off wildlife sightings, it's about feeling what it means to be a guest in nature's world, where you're small and everything else is wild. Number 5, Lumbini. It's hard to overstate the calm that settles over you here. Lumbini, known as the birthplace of Gautam Buddha, isn't flashy or overwhelming, but it carries a quiet weight that draws people in. The Maya Devi temple marks the exact spot of his birth, simple in design, yet powerful in meaning. Around it, gardens stretch out where pilgrims walk slowly, some spinning prayer wheels, others just sitting in silence. The monastic zone is fascinating too. Monasteries built by countries like Thailand, Japan, and Germany each bring their own style, from golden spires to minimalist white domes. The World Peace Pagoda gleams in the sunlight, standing tall as a reminder of harmony. Even if you're not Buddhist, Lumbini has a way of making you slow down. It's less about sightseeing and more about reflection. Travelers often leave saying it feels like the one place in Nepal that stays with you long after you've gone. Number 4, Sagarmatha National Park. Every step here reminds you how small humans are compared to the mountains. Sagarmatha National Park is home to Mount Everest itself, but it's not just about one peak. The whole region is a dramatic sweep of glaciers, cliffs, and valleys that seem carved on a giant scale. Trekkers follow winding paths past Sherpa villages, prayer flags strung across bridges, and monasteries where chants echo against the rocks. On clear days, you see Everest rising in the distance alongside other giants like Lhotse and Amadablam. Wildlife lives here too: red pandas, snow leopards, and Himalayan tars, though they're elusive. The air is thin, the climbs are tough, but the views reward every effort. Whether you trek all the way to base camp, take a shorter trail, or even book a flyover, Sagarmatha has a way of making you feel both humbled and lucky. It's not just scenery, it's an encounter with the roof of the world. Number 3, Annapurna region. This isn't one trail, but a whole network of journeys that pull trekkers from every corner of the globe. The Annapurna region is famous for its circuit trek, a 3-week adventure that loops through forests, mountain passes, and villages where tea houses welcome you with warm soup after long days on foot. But even if you don't have weeks to spare, shorter hikes like Poon Hill still reward you with sweeping views of the Himalayas. The landscapes change constantly. One moment you're in rhododendron forests, the next you're surrounded by snowfields or fields of barley. Altitude is a challenge, but that's part of the story here. Pushing yourself, finding your rhythm, and realizing how vast the world feels at high elevation. What makes Annapurna unforgettable isn't just the scenery, but the mix of endurance and awe. It's a place where the journey itself is the highlight, and the memories linger long after you've left. Number 2, Rara Lake. Reaching here takes effort. It's in a remote part of western Nepal, but the reward feels like stumbling on a hidden gem. Rara Lake is the largest in the country, a deep blue mirror surrounded by pine forests and distant snowy peaks. Unlike busier spots, it's often quiet, with only a few visitors around. The water is so clear you can see the sky shift in it, from bright morning light to fiery sunsets. Trails wind along the edges, and villages nearby still feel untouched by heavy tourism. Photographers love it, but even if you're not carrying a camera, the sheer stillness is enough. It's the kind of place where you sit down, breathe, and realize you've found something rare in today's crowded travel world: beauty without the rush. Rara isn't just another stop, It's an escape into untouched nature that makes the journey worth every bump on the road. Number 1. Bandipur. Some towns feel like they've pressed pause on time, and this hilltop settlement is one of them. Bandipur is known for its preserved Newari culture, charming row houses and narrow streets that look much the same as they did generations ago. The main bazaar is traffic-free, lined with traditional buildings now serving as cafes and guest houses where travelers slow down for a while. Step outside the town and you'll find caves like Sita Gufa, the largest in Nepal, or trails that lead to viewpoints overlooking terraced fields and distant peaks. Evenings are calm here, often with soft music, drifting from small restaurants, and locals gathering in the square. Bandipur doesn't shout for attention the way bigger cities do. It wins you over with its atmosphere. It's the kind of place where you spend a day and end up staying 2 or 3, simply because leaving feels like cutting a good story short. And that's our list of the top 10 places to visit in Nepal. From ancient cities to Himalayan horizons, every stop offers something unforgettable. Whether you're here for adventure or calm, Nepal always gives you more than you expect. And it's the kind of trip that stays with you long after you're home.